In the last couple of videos, I've been talking a lot about finding a niche as a writer. In this video, I'm going to be answering the question, once I've found my niche, how do I use it to connect to my readers? Stay tuned for some help with that. The key here is that you want to use your niche to build connections with your ideal readers. So keep that word in mind. Connection. That's what we're going for here. You're not starting out going hard for the sale. You're starting out by saying, hey, let's talk, let's chat. So you can start to bring people into the world that is your author platform. Connecting with people one by one is how you grow an audience for your work. So let's talk about how you use your niche to do that. The first way that you can do it is to share your personal journey. What did it take for you to come to this niche? And why are you in this niche as opposed to some other niche? Sharing why you're passionate about your niche can help connect you to readers and help create an emotional bond with them. Or maybe if you have a story that's behind this niche, maybe you are someone who writes cozy mysteries with a culinary twist, you could talk about how you learned how to cook from your mom or your grandma or your aunt, or where the cooking bug came to you that you wanted to include this in your stories. Think about the themes that are in your stories. Think about the things that recur across all the work that you've done, if there are some of those. And then talk about why that's important to you and why it's showing up in your stories. All of these can create personal stories that can be interesting for people to read and that can help them connect to you and later on your work. As writers who are trying to get attention for what we're doing, it really helps if you can offer some value up front for your ideal reader. That helps you to build trust and to start opening up a conversation between you. If you can give them something that seems valuable to them right off the bat, because oftentimes our stories do not, because people simply don't know us. They haven't read our stories. They don't know if they're valuable, so they're not necessarily going to give up their money for them. But if we can offer them something that really sounds valuable for free in exchange for their email address, for example, then we can open an engagement with them. We can start talking to them. We can start sending them our newsletters and hopefully lead them to then trust us enough that they're happy to check out our stories. So ideas that you might try is using your niche to write blogs, use it in writing your newsletters, use it to create a freebie that attracts your ideal reader, and use it to create social media content that educates, entertains, or inspires your audience depending on what your niche is. A mystery writer, for example, who has that culinary twist may share recipes on her blog or newsletter, or may talk about true crime incidences where maybe food played a part in discovering who the killer was. A romance writer could recommend other swoon-worthy books of the year, but could also talk about places that are great for dating along the Maine coast, for example, if her books take place along the Maine coast. Or if his books take place in exotic locations, he could have the 10 most exotic locations to fall in love, sort of a free report that could draw readers his way. When you offer value beyond your books in this kind of a way, you're positioning yourself as an expert in your niche, which can draw people to you, or even just a fun companion in your niche, someone to enjoy the same types of things with. In other words, this kind of elevates your position in your readers' eyes. Instead of just someone who's trying to sell them a book, you're becoming a companion along this journey toward things that both of you are interested in, or you're becoming an expert on things that your reader wants to know about. So it can help to brainstorm some possible value-driven content that you could offer your ideal reader. Interaction helps your readers to feel more loyal to you and to your work, and it also makes them feel valued. So what are some ideas you could try? First of all, you want to be responding to comments and to emails and to messages on social media, but you could also do things like host a live Q&A session where you discuss your niche topic. You could run survey polls on social media or on your email newsletter where you ask readers questions that fit in your topic. Something like, what do you love most about this topic? Or what are your recommendations for XYZ that have to do with this topic? You could do YouTube videos where you talk to your audience about the things you cover in your your niche? For example, imagine that you're a young adult author and you create an Instagram poll about your favorite book covers in your genre. And then as you get people interacting with you, then you can talk a little bit about your upcoming release and see what they think of that cover. It's all about engagement and pulling readers your way. How can you start a conversation with them? I love that word when it comes to expanding your author platform. How can you inspire conversations? You can do this in your blog too. You could write a blog and ask for comments. You can do this if you're writing on Medium or writing on Substack. You can open up the conversation with a comment. You can do that on your YouTube post, pin a comment to the top, ask a question, see what your viewers or readers have to say. Engaging directly with your audience within your niche can do a lot to build loyalty and to grow your audience. Building connections like these take time, but when you do it organically like this, your connections are likely to last longer and to be higher quality connections. And over time, your audience is going to grow with you and to enjoy the journey along the way. So let me know if you've tried any of these strategies or if you're going to try any of these and which you're going to try first. And if you haven't determined what your niche is yet, check out my course. It's a brand new course and it helps you easily find your niche in just a few quick steps. Check out the link in the show notes below. Thanks for tuning in and good luck using your niche to engage with new readers. See you next time.